Hi you guys, welcome to today's vlog. I am in traffic because we're in LA. We are in, well, almost in LA, like the city. I'm apartment hunting today. First of all, before I even get into that, welcome to VLOGMAS week 2. Don't have much planned for this week, but we're gonna see how it goes. One thing I do have planned for this week though is apartment hunting. I have 4 appointments today to view 4 different apartments, and then I have 3 tomorrow. When I get home though, I want to try to schedule another 1 or 2 for tomorrow because, oh no, I think it's today that I have a big gap in between. I don't know if it's today or tomorrow that I have a big gap, but regardless, I want to kind of get in as many appointments as I can because I don't want to be rushing last minute. My lease is going to be up where I live right now next month, and then obviously like the rent goes up, and I'm just like, I don't want to be paying more to live there specifically. If I'm going to be paying more, I'd rather live in a different and better location, something more central. As an influencer, I've never ever lived in the city ever. And that's where like everything goes down. There's a lot of hustle and bustle and events and connections, and just in general, even if I wasn't an influencer, I think for me, one, experiencing living alone as a woman is just very empowering. And so with that, 2, I want to be able to explore the city and explore the city that I have always grew up in. And like I've always grew up in the outskirts of LA, but I've never had the chance to live and be in the city. So that's kind of like what I'm trying to explore, and we'll see how it goes. But in this vlog, I'm going to show you pretty much just snippets of some of the apartments that I'm looking at. I'm definitely not going to show like the one that I'm picking until I decide, of course, but I do want to kind of take you around and show you what it's like looking for apartments in LA and like the pros and cons of some of the ones that I'm looking at. I made a cute checklist. You guys know me, I'm an Aquarius, but I was raised by a Virgo, so organization and being on top of things and just liking things a certain way is definitely my forte. I'm not super OCD or anything like that, but I do like to be organized, and I like to have things look a certain way, make my life easier, all that stuff. So I made a cute checklist on Canva. So the 2 websites I like to use to make like invitations and checklists and my thumbnails and all that is Canva and PicMonkey. So I used Canva to make a checklist. I'll show you what's on it once I'm not driving, of course. But pretty much all the questions that I personally need when I'm looking for an apartment. I found like 2 decent checklists on Pinterest, but some of the stuff that was on there I didn't need on my checklist. A lot of the stuff that was on there I didn't need on my checklist, and then some things I wanted to add that are important to me. So obviously using Canva, like I was able to adjust and just make my own list that was like perfect for everything that I needed to know when going in and looking at these places. Some of the places are apartments, some of the places are condos, some are 1 bedroom, some are 3 bedroom, some are 2 bedroom. So like when I tell you we're apartment hunting, like we're apartment hunting. We are apartment hunting. Like we have options. When I was looking at places out here, because it was more of like an industrial city kind of, there's another word that I'm looking for, there weren't many options that made sense when it came to like 2-bedroom places, and I'm kind of ideally looking for a 2-bedroom because that would give me a space to have an office. If I can have some wiggle room, have an extra room, an extra closet, and an office, perfect. If not, if I end up coming out here and I find a 1-bedroom that is just a better layout and maybe the bedroom's a little bit bigger, I'm gonna get a smaller bed, but that's a whole different story because I have a king size bed for little old me. Like, I do not use the entire bed. I literally sleep on a slither of my bed. It just doesn't even make sense to have that big of a bed. So I'm gonna downsize on that when I move anyways. But where I was going with that, even if I can find an apartment that's a little bit bigger or proportioned differently, like the bedroom is bigger, even if the kitchen island is smaller or there's not an island, like, you know, just a different layout. So we're gonna see. I'm going in this very hopeful, very excited. I don't think I've ever even looked at apartments. Oh, I did, like, well, that doesn't count. I did, like, maybe 2-3 weeks ago, but it's for this reason. But before that, I don't think I've ever came out to the city to look for apartments. I've usually always looked in the more suburb, industrial, like smaller outskirt LA cities. I really badly wanted to stop by Randy's Donuts. If you know, you know. I wanted to go so bad. So I think what I'm going to do is go to my first appointment and then go get something to eat. But my first appointment's at 10 o'clock and it's 9:34. I left my house around like 9:10 because it's going to take me about 50 minutes. 50 minutes to get to the city, which is insane. But it's just traffic. It's not even far. It's more so just the bumper. It's a bumper traffic. But I think after my first appointment, I am going to go to get something to eat. So I have an appointment at 10, at 11, at 12:30. And today I have a gap. So from 12:30, my next appointment isn't until 3:30. So I think there I'm gonna go grab lunch. So after my first appointment, I'm gonna grab something quick and small, and then when I have that big gap, I'm gonna go somewhere. I brought my iPad, so I'm gonna go maybe to like a coffee shop, or not a coffee shop because I need to actually eat, but like a restaurant or something more casual, and then eat and look at the first 3 apartments and like the pros and cons, check things off, write notes on those, and then I'll have a little bit of breathing time to go to my last appointment. So that's kind of what's the plan. I also want to make the TikTok viral lasagna that's going around, like lasagna, pasta, spaghetti situation. I don't know if I want to do that today because I'm not going to get home until like 5-ish, and I still need to go to the grocery store. Finally came to a stop, so I'm going to show you the list, and I'll show you more in depth later because I'm not going to have time to show you once I get there. But I made, wait, I need to get to another red light, hold on. So this is what my checklist looks like. All right, and it's pretty simple, but it has literally everything that I needed to have. Apartment checklist. On top I have the apartment name and the address so that when I go back to my checklist, I know which apartment it's for. The availability, so when move-in is. The length of the lease, if it's like 12 months, 13, 6, if it's month to month. Usually places are month to month, but you know, just in case. How many beds and baths, and then I have the fees. So that's the top one. Then the second one is the fees, how much rent is, a security deposit, and any other fees that they might have. Questions that I specifically want to know is renter's insurance required, which most places do, but that's just something that I have on there. Is it gated? That's something that's kind of important to me. Like gated as far as the community, or gated as far as parking. It's not really a deal breaker if it's not, because it's the city, so a lot of stuff is not going to be gated, to be honest, but it's a nice to have, so I have it on there, you know, so I can check it off in the case that they do have a gated parking garage, or it's like a gated area. Oh, this is a nice complex. So I have those in like kind of check marks so I can quickly check them off. And if I need to write notes, I can just do it afterwards. You can't really see my face because it's dark, but other questions that I have on here, what direction it's facing. So if you didn't know, a south facing unit is going to get you the best lighting, period. Like sun up, sun down, always. Right now I'm in north facing, so I'm the opposite. So it's, I mean, the lighting in my apartment's pretty good, but it could definitely be better. Utilities, so does it have a stove, fridge, washer, dryer, dishwasher, balcony, water, gas, electricity, trash, like if any of those are included. If they have a pool, a gym, a package hub, like somewhere where you can receive your packages and them not just be sitting outside of your door all day long. If they have a clubhouse, elevators, and security. And then on the bottom, I just have a few little lines for like notes and little reminders. So I brought my pen so I can just go ahead and check things off. This first one, not too bad. She told me it's been vacant for a few months now, which is kind of surprising because I thought it was okay. There is like some wear and tear in there, and the rooms were, for being a 2-bedroom, the rooms were the same size, whereas the master is usually a little bit bigger, and just the layout of it is kind of, I feel like it might be kind of tight. So I think that's why it's been on the market for a few months now. The good thing about it though is that because it's been vacant for a while, they're willing to negotiate the rent on it, which is pretty good. And as far as the view, I mean, you don't get like a crazy like downtown LA view, but you do get a nice view. There's a lot of lighting that comes in. The apartment itself is white. You know how in my apartment the walls are like a grayish tone? No, it's white in there, which I love that. No island, no what is it, peninsulas? Is that what they call it? Or it's like attached. Those are kind of some of the things. What are some of the other things? The parking is pretty good, not too bad. I will say that it is early though, so a lot of people are at work, so maybe that's why. This one was a 2-bed, 2-bath. Rent is negotiable. They do have 2 gated parking spots. They allow pets. They have central AC. Love that. Also, they have a security system in the unit itself. So you put like a code and it arms your apartment. So love that. Even to get in, you cannot get in unless you have a code. There's like no way to enter any of the units unless you have a code to enter the building, period. And then the rest of it is gated, so it does feel like it's very, very safe. They have a stove, fridge. The fridge is a lot bigger than my fridge, and it's like that double fridge, so great. Washer, dryer also in there. They have a dishwasher, and that dishwasher is actually going to be replaced, so it's going to be a brand new one. Has a little balcony. None of the utilities are included, which honestly I'm not expecting utilities to be included at all, because even where I live right now, nothing's included. They don't have a pool, they don't have a gym, they don't have a clubhouse, but they do have a package hub and they do have elevators. So some pretty good pros and cons here. So far so good though. I'm really shocked that this has been on the market for as long as it's been. I'm kind of like, why? What's the catch? But I think we're off to a pretty good start. So now for the next one. And around here even, there's some pretty good ones. So One of the things that I recommend when apartment hunting is to pay attention when you're driving to like units that you see that look nice. So like right now I'm sitting across from one that looks really nice too that I would come to see. So I write the address down and I write what street it's on, and that way I can go back and look when I get the chance to, or I'll even do a quick Google search. This next spot looks like it's a no. Lots of construction. Parking is terrible. I mean, this should be fun. I don't even know how to get to the leasing office. The pro about it though so far, there's a Starbucks downstairs. It's a very walkable area. There's a lot of restaurants and stuff, but there's construction everywhere and it's a mess driving around. Very different from where I just came from. So let's see. I don't know so far. This looks like LA, like a headache. So let's try to look for this leasing office. At least I can get some Starbucks when I'm done. Because one thing about it, I'm gonna get me some Starbucks and I'm hungry. Yo, no, absolutely not. Just walking around here, I gotta make sure my doors are locked. No, cute Starbucks is downstairs, but not worth it for me at all. That is probably the only pro about it. I need to start driving because my next appointment is like 20 minutes out. I'm gonna get there right on time. I didn't have time to go to Starbucks, but yeah, no, this is definitely not it. The location, there's construction everywhere. Like I told you guys, it's just giving very much hectic, very much your car might get broken into or hit. Very much no. As soon as I walked into the unit, I knew automatically this is a no for me. Already I kind of had a feeling about it from the outside, but then going in to the unit itself, no. It's very very dark in there. It smells kind of funky. It's just very, it's not updated. It smells and looks The lighting was terrible. You don't get any privacy. Both of them, one of them was on the very first floor. So that, wait, is this a one-way? Am I tripping? No, it's not. Hold on, give me 1 sec while I get out of this mess. And I can't even make a right here. Yeah, upon walking into the unit itself, it didn't feel welcoming. It felt very cold, very dark. It was dark, and it wasn't two bed, two bath, but one of the bedrooms did not have a closet. It just had shelving, which that really wouldn't have been an issue because I could have used that as an office anyway. She showed me like a second unit, and I was like, no, I didn't like it, which sucks, but you know, that's kind of the perks. And it's nice though to be able to go from something that was like, okay, this is nice, and then to something that was like total opposite. And now I'm able to see like, okay, I know exactly what I'm looking for and what I'm not looking for around this area. This is why it's a good idea to go visit apartments in person, because based on the photos of that one, I would have thought like, it's really nice, it's modern, it's updated, it's fresh, bright, big. Didn't give that whatsoever. If I would have blindly gone to that apartment and like applied and not have visited in person, but I would have been very disappointed. I just realized my next appointment isn't until 12:30. I thought it was at 12, but it's at 12:30, and right now it's 11:52. So I have some time to relax up. Why does this look familiar? Oh, I've been down this way before. I have some time to go grab something to eat and to write some stuff down really quick. And I want to look up, I can't remember what the next place that I'm going to looks like, but she sent me an email, not an email, a text message with all the information. And this next one is a self-guided tour, which means I'll be able to bring my camera with me. I'll be able to comfortably record in there and not worry about like them talking or being in there, or like, why does this girl have a camera type of thing. So it'll be more comfortable. I'll be able to actually talk to you guys and show you like, okay, this is what I like about this one or what I don't. Okay, made it to this one, and I like the fact that I do have my camera because I'm able to see what the lighting is really like in here. First things first, I don't love that it has carpet all the way throughout, which I'm going to show you right now. But as far as lighting, I think it looks okay. I've noticed that the paint is like a purplish, like a light purplish, whitish gray, which kind of, again, gives it more of that cold, not welcoming feeling. I wish, like, the kitchen's very warm. Like, looking at this just by itself, it's like, oh my gosh, your home is so like warm, cozy, da 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 da. And then you kind of come like over here and it's like cold, like not very cozy and welcoming. That's that. But upon walking in, so front door's here. You walk in, you have a dishwasher, you do have a peninsula, and you have a nice sink there, lots of cabinet space, stove, lots of cabinets up here too, and then the fridge, and there's a pantry, which love that because a lot of them don't really tend to have this. So I like that it has a pantry. I don't think the last two that I saw had pantries. Pretty spacious living room, nice and cozy. Again, the carpet's not my favorite, but it has a fireplace, which is different, like an older school fireplace. So couch there, TV would probably go, TV would probably go like up there somewhere. And maybe some bar stools, but there's like, again, carpet all the way through. There is a dining area. Not sure why there's a mirror and a closet in the dining area. That's kind of different. And then there's this pendant light. This apartment, you can tell, is also a little bit older and not as updated. I think if they had good floor, that same flooring all the way throughout, and they changed that pendant to something else and like a bright white paint color, it would make such a huge difference. But I feel like, you know, it's not really there. So this is a 2-bed 2-bath. You walk in this way, huge walk-in closet, you know, basic standard. The light's like flickering, but there's carpet all the way throughout in here too. Big bedroom. This is the, I don't think this is the master. I think this is like the second bedroom, or maybe it is because it leads to the balcony area. But you see like how the ceiling is white and then this is more like a purplish tone. That's kind of throwing me off. Not a fan of the carpet at all, actually, now that I'm really in here. I do love the bathroom. This bathroom, I almost feel like doesn't go with the apartment. Like the bathroom looks like a completely different apartment, just like the kitchen. It's very updated, very warm and welcoming and cozy. You see you have the double sinks, the warm cabinets here, huge mirror, nice lights up here, very spacious bathroom. You do get a tub, full-on shower, and yeah, there's a lot of room in here, which I love that. There's some storage space right here. And then moving on to the second bedroom. This would probably, if I were to be here, I don't think so, but if that were the case, this would probably be the office. So I'm standing in the corner here, nice window. The lighting is okay, but again, not a huge fan of like the appearance really. Another closet. I do like the fact that there's a lot of closet space because that's something I lack right now. So I think that's a plus. Another mirrored closet over here. Then a smaller bathroom. I actually really love the bathroom. That's probably that's like the only thing I'm really liking. So yeah, that's this one so far. I have one more in this same complex that I'm gonna see. I'm pretty sure it's similar to this one, probably not much different, but I want to take a look anyway and see if there are any differences. Maybe it's a little more updated, maybe it's giving a little bit, maybe there's flooring throughout, I don't know, we'll see. But that's the first one here. And since I'm here, I can check off some things for this one. So 2-bed 2-bath. It is gated and they do have great security. There's a security right at the front and you cannot even get in unless you go through the security, so that's good. Lighting, the lighting's good. We'll check that off. Parking, yep, guest parking, I'm pretty sure they have that. It seems like a pretty safe area, so love that. This is a north facing unit, so not the best. The lighting is similar to my apartment looking at it. So does have a stove, a fridge, no washer or dryer. I just noticed that. That's a big no. That's I think do or die for me. Balcony. They have a pool, really nice pool, gym, package hub, glove house, elevators. All right, let's go to the second one, see what it's doing. I'm not gonna sit here and act like this one was terrible, because it wasn't, but it's not what I'm looking for. So I think this was also a new. The location is great. It's just no. The second unit that they had available, I went and it was locked. So I texted her to see if she maybe could unlock it. I didn't get a response. But either way, that one was a floor unit and just the location of it, I didn't really like where it was. So I was like, nah, I'll just leave it at this. So I have one more today, and it's not until 3:30. It's 1 o'clock right now. I'm gonna get out of this parking area because I know the security is like waiting for me to get out. And I'm just gonna park somewhere nearby. And yeah, he's waiting. I mean, it's secure. It's safe. At least you know that, but it's not. It's one of those things, kind of like when you know, when you walk into a place, you feel good about it. And so far, with these past two, I haven't felt that. So glad I came to see them, because when I tell you that these units look really nice in photos online, they really do, and then you come to them and it's not what it looks like. And it's crazy because walking through here, you see people with like really nice cars, Maseratis and Teslas and all these really nice cars pulling in and out of this, and I'm like, dang. Perfect. I'm like, let me put a big old cross on the second one, because I know this is not the one. Okay, this has potential. Oh, but they don't have any 2 bedrooms available. Oh, it might be worth it, because it has a, if it's this unit, it looks like it has a little nook area that you can make an office.
Sorry, mailbox is full.
Y'all, goodness gracious. The one I just saw, my face is oily, is perfect, but the location, everything about it is perfect. Every single thing. 2 parking spots. The parking spots are right in front of my door. Literally, I just walk in. It's not a garage, that's the only thing. I get 2 parking spots, guaranteed. 3 bedrooms. I think it was 2 or 2.5 bathrooms. Flooring throughout. Completely updated. There aren't even any appliances in there, because the appliances are going to be brand spanking new. Washer, dryer, fridge, dishwasher, everything. There's a dining room. There's a closet by the dining room that can be used pretty much like a coat, broom, or a pantry closet type thing. And then you also get, what else do you get? A big living room, nice and spacious. And in front of the living room, when you enter, there's kind of like a little patio area. You go, okay, sorry. You first enter downstairs by the garage. When you enter to the left, there's an empty room, and that's a big laundry room. The washer and dryer is not in there yet, but it's going to be in there once it's ready for move in. And then you go up like a few steps, and then you're on the first floor, the first level, where the kitchen and the living area is. And then you go up the steps, and you have the 3 bedrooms, master, and then the 2 small ones. And then you have the bathrooms, and yeah. Loved everything about the interior, everything. It was not too dark. They even have both a north and a south facing unit, so I would have the option of getting that south facing one. But the location, let me see what my boyfriend said, because he's more familiar with this area. I don't know. I'm gonna see what he says. Let's see what he thinks about the area. For little old me, I don't know. This would freaking happen to me. Gosh. I don't know. I'm not familiar with this area much, so I don't really know. But like coming in here, I've already seen like 3 like more like older men, and they're just kind of like looking, and I'm like, let me see this car. Yeah, see another like older. Super bummed. I can just tell, like just driving around and stuff, that it's not, my face is so oily, that it's not gonna work. If I wasn't living alone, then maybe. Well, back to the house, and then tomorrow we'll continue the hunt and see if maybe we can find something that was that good in a better area. Because I'm on a tight schedule. I'm on a tight schedule. I don't know what to do. I'm on a Good morning. Day 2 of apartment hunting. I didn't think yesterday was gonna be tiring, but it was. I got home and I was like, oh Lord, have mercy. Today drained me.
Oh Lord, have mercy. Today drained me.
I was so done. So today I have 3 more. We're running a little bit behind for the first one, but I text her and she's like, you're totally fine, because today it's taking me over an hour to get over there. So definitely unexpected. I looked up the timing last night. I just looked it up to see what time would be good to leave, and I left at that time, but it's still having me running behind. So I guess traffic picked up more than it expected to. So that's where we're headed right now. Again, didn't have time to stop by and get breakfast today, so I am going to do that after this first apartment visit. I'm honestly not too hopeful for today, to be completely honest, because 2 of the ones, the first one and the second one that I'm looking at, kind of seem like they're in a similar area to the last one that I visited yesterday. So I'm like hoping I don't get my hopes up. I don't think any of the ones that I'm gonna see are gonna be as nice as that last one though. But we're still gonna keep our eye out. Hopefully something comes up. And I have like 3 other ones that I contacted, but they haven't gotten back to me, that are pretty good ones as well. I'm just waiting to hear back. I was hoping I would hear back by this morning so that I can go see them today too, but I haven't. So if I have time, maybe I'll give them a call and I'll go ahead and look at those. If for whatever reason I don't find something, I have like a backup apartment plan. It would be a 1-bedroom, but it would be more central to the city, and it would be similar to what I have right now, at the same price that I would be paying before they raised the price of the one I live in right now. So, and they seem to have a lot of units available, So I'm not like stressed about not finding a place or anything like that. It's more so just, you know, trying to find something better. And then clearly I didn't make the pasta last night, so we're gonna do that today for dinner. I was on Amazon Fresh last night, and I was gonna order groceries to get delivered around like 5 or 6, because that's around the time I'd be back. No times were available. I was like, never mind. Instead, I'll just go to the grocery store, which is fine. I should be doing that anyway. But I was trying to just make it easier on myself so I could just get home and cook, but it's fine. I don't have too much to pick up for the recipe, to be honest, because I have a lot of stuff at home. I mainly just need the cheese, the sauce, because I ran out of marinara sauce. Ooh. Some other things, and then I have to pick up some more snacks for my delivery driver snack cart. And I need snacks in my house and some like quick foods so that I can make quick things in the morning, or when I'm in a rush, or when I don't want to go out to get something or order DoorDash. So I just have a few grocery pickups anyway, so it kind of works out. So last night, right, my gas was like at a quarter tank. So I was like, let me just stop now, because I know in the morning I'm gonna be running late or something's gonna happen and I'm not gonna have time. And I do this thing where every single Friday I go to the gas station and I fill up my tank, no matter if it's halfway, a quarter, if it's like almost full, I'll just go and I'll just fill it up. That way I don't have to worry about it throughout the week, or I don't end up somewhere at like 2 o'clock in the morning and I need gas and I have to get off. Like, I just make it a point to every single Friday in the daytime go fill up my tank in a very busy gas station, because one of the anxieties I get, there's not many, but one of the ones that makes me very anxious is having to put gas by myself, especially at night, but in general, even in the daytime, in a just abandoned, very lonely gas station. I have to like constantly be looking behind me. It's just, I hate it. I hate it, hate it, hate it. So I try to avoid it at all costs if I can by planning it out. So that's what I do. And so this past Friday, I didn't get the chance to do that. I did put gas, I think it was like on Saturday or Sunday, but I only put a little bit for that same reason, because I was like, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. And I was like, you know what, forget it. I'm just gonna put a little bit and leave. And so I had to stop yesterday to put gas. I did. Filled up my tank. I was like, cool, I'm ready to go in the morning. I don't have to rush. Maybe I'll stop by, get a coffee, whatever. I get in my car this morning. One, it wasn't detecting my key. So I was driving and it was saying like key not detected. And I'm like, my key is right here in my hand. Like, what are you talking about? So I put my car on park. I stopped, put my car on park, and then put it back. It wasn't, oh no, it did end up working. And then it was saying my seatbelt wasn't on. I'm like, my seatbelt is buckled in. Like, what are you talking about? And it was saying like seatbelt, seatbelt, seatbelt. So I was like, oh my goodness. So I took my seatbelt off, put it back on, and then I pushed like the back arrow so the alert would come off, and then it finally like worked. And then my tire pressure went on, and I was like, oh my goodness gracious. I'm like, is it just because it's cold and it's just saying that because the car needs to like warm up, the tires need to move, like what's going on? No, the tire pressure was low. I went to my thing, back 2 tires were low. So I'm like, first world problems, right? So I'm like, okay, fine, I'll go to the gas station, I'll tell her that I'm running a little bit behind, I'll pull over. Mind you, I've never had to put air in my tires. Usually I go to a local tire shop and I just have them do it, because I'm like, I don't want to have to do it. So I'm like, whatever, I'm just gonna go to put air in my tire. It's pretty easy, I'm sure. Pull up, go inside, tell him I need air, and then the guy turns on the machine. As soon as I go to put in the little thing for my tire thing, a man approaches me and is like, hey, do you need help? And I was like, oh, Yes, please. I hadn't even tried. I'm sure it's very easy to do it. I've just never had to do it because I usually just go take it to get done, like, you know, whatever. So he came to the rescue. He did my tires for me, and I was like, thank you. It looked like he was like on his way to work or something. He's like an older like man, and I was like, okay, perfect. And now I'm on the road, but I was just like here thinking I was prepared, doing the thing by going to put my gas at night so I don't have to do anything in the morning and go straight there. And then it ended up, my car ended up just malfunctioning randomly. Love it here. Yeah, definitely not. This one was a no. Crossed off the list. The location's not the best. It's on a very, very busy main street. Parking, terrible. Does come with 2 reserved parking spots, and it's in a covered garage port, so that's good. But the area is not the best. Going in there, it's in the back, so it's pretty much covered up by the building, so the lighting is terrible. There's another building literally next door that's covering one of the bedrooms. The other bedroom got pretty good light. The bedrooms are at a really, really nice size. I love the flooring in there. There's a huge mirrored closet in one of the bedrooms, really nice. But in the other bedroom, it's just way too dark. And the only reason it was slightly bright in there, even the slightest bit, was because the light was on. But I turned the light off and it was dark, so no. The living space was a nice size, but again, it was facing a building, so that area was kind of dark too. It was an open concept, but the kitchen was very small. The countertops were small. The dishwasher was like half the size of the one that I have right now. The microwave was sitting on top of the counter, so instead of it being like built in, it was on the counter, just like if you buy a microwave at the store and you just put it on your counter. So I was taking up counter space, and there was already minimal counter space to begin with. The bathrooms were kind of like outdated. The mirrors were a little bit older. The washer and dryer were in the half bath. I can't imagine doing laundry in my bathroom, so that was like a turn off as well. Just no, it was just a no for me. So on to the next. I'm gonna head to Starbucks now though, because I do have some time to kill. The next one is like right up the street, so I'm looking at where there's a Starbucks around here, so I can do that, chill for a second, and then we'll go to the next one. The next one is right around here, so I don't think it's gonna be much different. I'm not really expecting a whole lot.
Hi there, thank you for choosing Starbucks. We're gonna get started for you today.
Hi, I'm gonna do your bacon gouda and egg sandwich,
Okay.
an oatmeal, and that's gonna be with the dried fruit and the agave.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
And you said a bacon gouda, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So a bacon gouda, an oatmeal. What else can I get for you today?
And then I'll also do a grande iced blonde vanilla latte with caramel drizzle, vanilla cold foam, and extra ice.
Okay, an extra ice. You got it.
And that'll be it. Kind of just like, dang, I didn't think it was gonna be.
Hi, thank you for choosing Starbucks.
I knew looking at apartments in LA was gonna be hit or miss, but I didn't think it was gonna be like a catfish situation. Like a lot of these apartments, I'm not kidding you, they do not look like the photos. The photos look so good, and you pull up and it's like in the worst area, or it's just not, it doesn't look like the pictures, and it sucks because it's like a waste of time. I wish people would just like put what it is, like this is what it is.
Hi, 250. Sounds good. bacon Gouda.
Thank you.
The oatmeal's coming out, okay?
Okay.
Make it for you today. Thank you so much. Here's your drink. Let me get your oatmeal, okay?
Okay.
This is good.
So good. Thank you.
Have an awesome morning.
You too, thank you. Not looking good, people. Not looking good. Okay, here's how this one looks. They let me do a self-guided tour for this one too. And this one I would say is really nice. It feels pretty spacious. I wouldn't have a dining table here because, or unless I had like a tiny little nook, but has a nice size fridge. Let me put my stuff down. It has a pretty nice size fridge. It's not as deep, but it doesn't matter. It's still really nice. And then it has a freezer down here. Dishwasher, normal size. Doesn't have a pantry in here, so that's one thing that kind of sucks. I wouldn't have really anywhere to put my pantry stuff. But stove, it has this really nice stainless steel stove fan. And then if anything, I would probably do a small pantry maybe in this corner here. And then obviously it's a peninsula, so I can put like 2 bar stools right here. And then the living area is pretty nice and big and spacious. Probably would do a couch on this side and then TV on that side. Like how spacious this is. I'm really liking how spacious it is. You can tell it's an older building that they made new just because of like stuff like that. But you know, they did what needed to be done. And then you can see the bedroom is this one's a little darker. So this is a north facing unit here. And you can see it's a little darker, not as bright. This would probably be an office space just because of the fact that it is a little smaller and darker. Has a big closet, big mirror. Then you walk to the hallway. You have some storage space. Bathroom here. This would be the bathroom that like everybody, there you go, that everybody would use. Like the mirror. Ooh. The mirror lights up. I can't figure out how to. Ooh. Okay. Oh, it's right here. The mirror lights up, so that's neat. Light up there. Full bathtub. Toilet. Storage down there. And then you walk into the master. The master is pretty small, but big enough. So bed would be where I'm standing right now. Dresser would be over there, has a ceiling fan. And then there's enough room for nightstands and everything. Lots of mirrors. There's a closet here that wraps around all to the other side. And then there's another mirror right here and another bathroom. I love the fact that the bathroom has a window because that leaves room for brightness. And then this is how it looks from in here. These mirrors light up too. Another toilet and then a stand-up shower in here. So yeah, this area I would say is okay. Not the best still. I love the inside. I'm just not sure about the area. The complex is kind of smaller. Parking's not the greatest, so I really have to sit and think about this one because I love the way it looks. I'm trying to sit you guys down. I love the way it looks, but I have to really consider location because of the fact that I live so low. So safer is always best, period. So this is a 2-bed, 2-bath. I forget how much the rent is for this one, so can't write that down. It's technically gated. I don't know if they allow pets. The lighting is good. Parking, I think they have parking. No, let me not assume. I'll text and ask. Definitely no guest parking. Safe area. Not really. It is south facing. Has a stove, fridge, no washer, no dryer. No washer, no dryer. Has a dishwasher, no balcony, no pool, no gym, no package hub, no clubhouse, no elevators, no security. Goodness gracious. Okay. There's that one. Definitely a give or take situation. Morning, last day. This girl in her Tesla, she got her foot up on the phone, just chilling. We're on the freeway right now. See the cars parked? We're on the freeway. We are on the freeway. How sick is that? But today's the last day of apartment hunting for this week. I don't know if after this I'm gonna keep looking. I don't know what the deal is, but yesterday, the very last unit that I saw yesterday, I don't want to get too excited because I want to wait. I'm actually headed there now because when I went yesterday, it was already dark. And so I want to see how it looks in the daytime. It's a 1-bedroom. That's literally the only downside. Everything else, that and the parking. But pattern like LA, there's not much parking regardless. So I feel like I'm not really even counting that at this point. So the only con I would say about the one that I'm about to go see again right now is the fact that it's a 1-bedroom, but it is a very spacious and beautiful, very different type of 1-bedroom. Aside from the one I'm gonna go see right now, which I'm not gonna show that one yet, because it's definitely a maybe. And then if I don't end up picking that one, I'll show you guys in another vlog like what that one was. I then have 2 other ones today, so those 2 will be my last ones, and I purposely made those a little bit earlier in the day. So my appointments today end at 1:20, and then I'm going back home and just tidying up my apartment because I have pretty much not been home throughout the week. I haven't had the chance to tidy up from the weekend and just deep clean my place and organize things. I haven't even gone grocery shopping. I told you guys I was gonna make that pasta yesterday. Didn't make the pasta yesterday. I ended up getting home around 7, and then I was like, I'm not about to go to the grocery store and cook dinner at 8:30. So yeah, the goal for today for sure is to go to the grocery store and get the stuff for this pasta. Today's the only day that I can make it, pretty much, because tomorrow's Friday and I'm gonna go out to dinner tomorrow. So I'm not gonna make it tomorrow, and I'm not gonna make it on the weekend, let's be honest. All right, y'all, so now looking at this one, the one that I told you guys I really like, seeing it in the daytime is having me a little bit unsure, only because there's not much privacy, like, at all. As soon as you open up the blinds, you're like, my neighbors would be able to see directly into my bedroom, and it's a huge window, and I don't know how I feel about that. And at night you can see that because it was pitch black outside, but now in the daytime I'm able to really see, like, yeah, I would, if I wake up and I look out the window, my neighbor could be just staring right in there. And there is a blind, like I can pull it down and there's a blind, but I'm the type of person that wake up in the morning, I like to have all my windows and my blinds open. I like to let all the light in. And so here I wouldn't be able to, like, walk around comfortably like in a bra or something, because, and especially at nights, if I have my lights on, they'll be able to see directly in. I would have to have my blinds closed, and I'm not the type of person who typically has their curtains and their blinds closed, not until I'm going to sleep. So that's kind of like, I'm not really sure how I'm feeling about it. That's my favorite one so far, and it has so much potential. I just don't know if I'm gonna like it long term. Not that I stay at my apartments longer than a year, but still, is that gonna be you know, something that is bothersome, or is that gonna be something that I'm willing to deal with for the price and the location and the way that it looks inside? Something to think about. We're about to do a huge, realistic grocery haul. I'm hungry, I'm tired, but I really want to change, put my pajamas on, make dinner, pour some wine, and call it a night. Okay, here is all the stuff I got from the grocery store. So I've been wanting to go to get just ready to go random food to have in my apartment, because I notice if I don't have stuff like this, sometimes I'll go like all mornings without eating something, and I want to get out of the habit of doing that. So I just picked up, I mean, you know, not the best stuff, but just to have in the freezer as backup, these Jimmy Dean Delight English muffins. They're whole grain muffins, chicken strips, just to have in case. Also just some home style waffles. I got bacon to cook breakfast in the morning, bell pepper. I'm gonna need this for tonight's recipe. Got some ice cream, some feel-good foods. I got a cucumber because I just kind of felt like maybe eating a cucumber to snack on later tonight or tomorrow. Spaghetti, I got thin spaghetti. This is for tonight's recipe. I do have regular spaghetti too, but I want to try the thin one, see if I like it a little better. Some Colby Jack cheese for my breakfast sandwiches, some Parmesan cheese for tonight's recipe. I'm gonna try this granola. It's apple chia crumble. It has pecans, apples, chia, and cinnamon. Never tried that, but I got some yogurt, so pick that up. I also got some sweet and salty chewy granola bars for my delivery driver snack cart. We're gonna do a re-up and refill it up together. later tonight. I wanted to try these Special K protein, strawberry protein bars. Very random. I'm telling you, it's a very random, realistic. I just felt like trying a bunch of new stuff. Haul. I got this instant strawberries and cream oatmeal. Never tried strawberries and cream oatmeal. Then we have, and it's because in my pantry I don't really have a lot of like snacks. I don't fill it up with snacks. I'm not a big snacker, but I do want to just start adding stuff to snack on. Mozzarella sticks. They only had the party size, so that's the one that I got. But I don't know what I'm gonna do with 45 pieces of mozzarella sticks, but hey, these had good reviews on Amazon Fresh, so I just went in store to get them. These are also for the Amazon, not the Amazon, for the delivery driver snack cart. These famous Amos Belgian chocolate bite-sized cookies. We're gonna hook them up with those. Some jalapeno ranch ruffles for me. We got some thick sliced white bread. Some lemons for my cucumber because I put tahini with lemon, or lime I should say. Bananas for breakfast. One more. Nope, I'm lying. Two more. I haven't done a grocery shop like this in a long time. Got some really pretty Christmas themed flowers. I'm gonna put these in a vase and put them on my island. Why is this spaghetti sauce or marinara sauce $10? Am I missing something? Everybody's using that one, so that's the one I picked up. This deep dish singles pepperoni pizza. Pretty much lots of like frozen, ready to eat foods. This I thought was interesting. Fruitify Glow drink. It's from Dole. It's the pineapple and mango juice with turmeric. So never tried these. Trying these out as well. Medium roast Starbucks iced coffee. I got some more chips as well for the delivery drivers. And we have one more basket here. So these are the Chobani less sugar Greek yogurt, Madagascar vanilla and cinnamon yogurts. I got a few of these to try. I'm gonna also never tried this flavor, so we'll see if it's good. I thought these were cute. These little margarita ready to drink cocktails from Gloria. I don't know if this is a good brand or not, but I thought these would be cute to have in my fridge. They're just mini margaritas. They have 13.9% alcohol. Wow. And they're tiny. And then speaking of liquor and alcohol, I got two wines. This is my favorite wine from Roscato. It is the sweet red, but I also decided to pick, it's a sweet red Provincia de Pavia, and this one is the Trevensi. I'm not pronouncing these right, but I decided to try this one. I've never tried it. This one right here is my favorite though, so I got two wines to just have in my fridge for another tipsy wine night, maybe. Some Frank's Red Hot Wings Buffalo for my chicken strips as a little snack when I'm hungry throughout the day. Ground beef for tonight's recipe. Chopped onion for tonight's recipe. Some sparkling cranberry juice. Some Canada Dry ginger ale. And some Diet Cokes to put outside for the delivery drivers as well. This is a huge grocery haul. Let me show you how everything looks once it's laid out. Now I'm gonna have to put all this stuff together, of course. But that's pretty much everything that I got for today. Some of this stuff I'm gonna put to the side because it is for tonight's recipe, but most of it I'm gonna separate the things that are for the delivery driver. We'll do this together tonight. And then the other stuff I'm gonna put away. Let's try these. See if they're any good. Not bad. You have 12 grams of protein. This tastes a lot better than some of these other protein bars I've tried. So that's 12 grams of protein, 9 grams of fiber. Yeah, it doesn't taste like grainy. It doesn't taste like protein like whatsoever. Me turning on all the lights in the house. Okay, here's everything I'm using for the recipe. I'm about to throw in the spaghetti to start boiling. I finally found this butter. So this butter is garlic and herb butter. Oh, it looks so good and it makes the food smell, well, it does smell good. Smell and taste good. But it's, instead of being plain butter, it's garlic and herb butter. Bomb. So I'm gonna use that to add a little extra flavor. We have ground beef, my onions, minced garlic, bell pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, Italian seasoning, pepper, heavy whipping cream, my $10 marinara sauce, and this Parmesan cheese. I'm so hyped. So this is kind of the setup I have going. I got these new pots and pans. I'll link them below. I got them from Walmart and they're non-stick, and they are also, you know how a lot of companies right now, they're finding out that their pots and pans have like certain, or they release certain chemicals that aren't like good for you and stuff like that. These don't have those chemicals. These are really safe to use, and they're non-stick and they're cute. They also came, they came those three in this smaller one, and then it also came with lids, and these are the lids right here. Really cute set. So I'm gonna link these, like I said, down below for you guys, but I'm gonna use this for the pasta, I'm gonna use this for the ground beef, and that one I'm gonna use when it's all said and done. And I'm gonna cut this recipe in half because I honestly always cook for a family of 10 and it's only me, so I'm gonna save myself some money hopefully by not cooking all this food and using it another time. So I'm only going to, oh my gosh, I'm only gonna use about that much pasta, and this really shouldn't even take long because the pasta is thin. It's almost like angel hair pasta. Only half the pack of the ground beef. Not measuring per usual, just adding a little bit of onion. Bell pepper, and I'm gonna season with onion powder, garlic powder, Italian seasoning. Let me move you guys to this side actually. Nice and saucy. I'm gonna move this to the back and just let it simmer on low. And then for the Alfredo sauce, since I'm cutting the recipe in half, we're gonna do half a stick of butter, a little bit of minced garlic, just a little bit because it's already garlic and herb butter, 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, 1 cup of Parmesan cheese, my smaller baking dish, I left it at my friend's house, so we only have this bigger size. We're gonna work with it. This smells so good, and I'm not even done or close to being done. Parmesan on top. The recipe does say to use mozzarella. I don't have mozzarella cheese. I just realized that. But I'm gonna put some parsley. And that's it. Then I'm gonna bake it on 350 for 15 minutes, and I'll show you what it looks like after. Here's how the pasta looks. I can see why it's viral. Now that's what I'm talking about. See, the people on TikTok know what they're talking about. And this isn't even with the mozzarella cheese because I didn't have any, and it's still fire, so I can only imagine. I'm like, I made this? It tastes so good. Should I make this? I'm already making mac and cheese for Christmas again. This is good, and it was easy. My goodness. I'm finishing the pasta and I forgot the bread's in the oven. Guess that means I gotta serve myself some more.